Her Patricia Gonde. She's an educationalist. Oh my gosh, does this woman know education? 30 years of teaching experience in the private and the public sectors. She is just a beautiful soul sister. She's enthusiastic. She's energetic. She's a deputy head of her school where she's at. And she's all about motivating kids and families to make sure that she leads a 21st century school, a modern school, a school that really embraces, active learning opportunities, each person individually, making sure that it's innovative. She's got modern methods of teaching. At the same time, you can be all grand, and then she goes, but I want to focus on the individual child. I want to make sure that every child there can learn, can grow in their own ways. And I tell you what, education gives you opportunities in life, doesn't it? So welcome to the stage, Dr. Patricia.
Thank you, and welcome to everyone who said is coming to Zimbabwe. We welcome you with both hands. Thank you so much, my sister Lumbi. I am an SDG ambassador, a social activist, humanitarian, all of packaged together. We can talk. Okay, I would like to say greet everyone who is here and all the amazing speakers who have spoken before me. At one time, I was developing some shivers that am I going to pull it out? Okay, thank you so much for joining me today at this Grit and Grace Summit. And I am thrilled to discuss with you embracing authenticity and unleashing that inner strength is us feminine leaders. And I would like to explore some very practical strategies that we can also use to tap into our authentic selves and overcome that self-doubt. But before we begin, I would like to start with a quick exercise with you. I would like you just to take a moment to grab a piece of paper, take a few minutes to reflect on this question, and jot down your thoughts. Maybe it can be in the chat section as well. And my question goes like, what does authenticity mean to you? And how does it relate to the life that you are leading? Can you please just take a moment? Maybe just write in the chat section. No answer is wrong. It's what you think about authenticity and how does it relate to the life that you are leading now? Or if you are a leader, what does authenticity to you mean? I'll just check in the chat section. Yes, what does authenticity mean? And how does it relate to, yes, thank you, freedom. I like your answers. Thank you. Expressing my truest vision to drive change is authentic to me. All right, thank you so much. Oh, yes, thank you so much for sharing your insights. Now let me share a personal story highlighting the transformative power of embracing authenticity. That happened to me. I resonate with what Lumbi was saying, that she was coming also from the rural background. Myself, I grew up as the last born child in my family. I was the sixth child in my family. And I faced so many financial challenges in life. Some people face those barriers. Some face social barriers, some cultural barriers, some economic barriers. And I also found myself juggling between learning in the rural areas and in town. And one time we had to, I missed death by a whisker. I was living in Bulawayo. There was a political fight that happened there, the Ntumbane in Bulawayo, and we ended up living in the rural areas. And I remember as I grew up, yes, my father was a caretaker in town. He was trying by all means to make sure that at least we go to school. But while some children had some school uniforms, I couldn't afford even to buy for him to buy. I was just contented that I was going to learn. And I remained determined. I remained focused on my education, despite attending multiple schools throughout my primary school. I can tell you that our education system in Zimbabwe has got 7 years of primary school, but for me, it was 4 primary schools because I was changing here and there. And my mother, because of the cultural barrier as well, she was living in the rural area and my father was in town. So I had to change here and there. And then, but despite this, I persevered and moved on. And these constant changes, the school changes, affected my grades and self-esteem, because when it came for me to apply to go to high school, I couldn't make it. I didn't even meet the required grades, although I was very intelligent. It was a blow, rather blow to my confidence. And that's when I started questioning my abilities. However, amid economic barriers in this disjointed family, I discovered the transformative power of embracing authenticity in my educational journey. With God as my constant companion, I learned to embrace my true self. And I know that God's steadfast love and guidance never left me until I finished the school. Then another hurdle came. I know that a lot of us abandoned what we saw ourselves in childhood because of the pressures that come from our parents. Myself, when I finished school, I wanted to be a teacher, but my father said, no, you are not going to be a teacher. I want you to become a nurse. I said, nurse, why? But because of the childhood pressures, and sometimes we put on that mask because we want to please our parents, and we do not remove that mask. It was like a prescription that was coming from my parents. And what did I do? I ended up going to nursing. But my passion was in education because my mother was a teacher who never finished a teaching career because of societal barriers, and she was forced to stay at home as a stay-at-home mom. And I wanted to finish her teaching career. I told myself that I wanted to be a teacher. So in life, those prescriptions come, and sometimes we give up on our true selves because we are divorced from our authenticity, and sometimes it takes time to heal from that divorce. And for me, it took me 2 years to realize that no, you have to leave and move on to teaching. So I left my nursing career, although it took my father was not happy about it. And throughout his life, he was telling me that, you know, that I've got high blood pressure. Why? Because you are the one who caused it. So you see, that was another hurdle that was put on me. And I really don't know. I had to decide to leave. And now I am teaching. But you know what? In that time, when my dad was diagnosed with BP, I didn't think about it. I said, I think I have to please my life. But I know that he died a happy man for what I did for him through my teaching career. So for that instance, sometimes in life, we realize we need to take ownership of our lives. Sometimes we need to really take ownership of our lives. We have sometimes you have to own the ship that you are in. You have to be the captain of the ship. Whether there are storms, whether there are challenges, you need to take the helm by the hand. And that's when I made this courageous choice to pursue a career in teaching. And that's when my journey of authenticity truly began. So as I embarked on my teaching career, I poured my heart, like Anne was saying, and soul into empowering our young minds despite their backgrounds. And I knew some of them because I was like them. And I worked tirelessly honing my skills and knowledge, and gradually I climbed the ladder of success from a junior teacher, senior teacher, deputy head, head of department. Now I am I'm leading. And today, that rural girl who used to go to school barefoot with no uniform, no tuck money, no satchel, and nothing, is proud to be leading one of the top private schools in Zimbabwe. And when God says no, yes, no one can say no. And when he opens the doors for you, sometimes no one can shut them because of your authenticity. So this journey of teaching as well has not been without challenges, because as I was promoted in 2019-20, that's when COVID started. And when COVID started, I was thrown in the deep end because I had been promoted just a few days to lead the school as a deputy head. And I had to train the teachers, train the teachers how to use Microsoft Teams, train the parents, train the children, so that at least we could have a learning taking place. So I want to tell someone here today that even we need to take charge of our own existence, and we need to take charge of your own ship. Because in this life is like a sailing ship where you need to be the captain, and you have the opportunity to express your authenticity, sometimes yourself as you navigate through life. And sometimes you do not want to be like a fish that is swimming in a pond, and it's very comfortable, and it doesn't know that there are vast oceans there. So I didn't end up being a teacher. I went on to further my study career, I studied and became a doctorate in education. And it didn't end there. I'm an author of a book. I've authored a book that is there on Amazon. My second book is coming, Glide on Your Wings Like an Eagle, and then another one coming very soon. And I have worked tirelessly, collaborations with others, especially during the COVID time. I was collaborating with people from all over the world. And right now, I'm quite glad that you said you're coming to Zimbabwe. Next year, I'm also planning a BICAP cultural exchange program. I came from India 2-3 weeks ago, just like Anne was saying, that we have to expose our children to 21st century skills exposure, because we are living in a globalized world. I had taken my students to India for cultural exchange, and next year I'm the one who is hosting it. And guess what? You are also invited, because you've got so many nationals, different countries. In India, we had so many delegates, some from Europe, some from America, Azerbaijan, Romania, you can name it all. So I would just like to say to you that when alongside my teaching career, that's when also I discovered my passion of women empowerment through my personal experiences and obstacles. I realized the importance of supporting and uplifting women. Right now, I'm also a board member of Imani for All. We provide educational provisions for students who are in Epworth area. I know that that's an area that has been hit hard, especially during COVID economy time. Some children went into prostitution, and some children left schools. So we provide for educational provisions and school fees for more than 100 students in Epworth area. And like I said, I became an author and a speaker, and using my voice to inspire and motivate others to break free from these societal expectations, to break free from the limitations. And breaking through societal expectations and limitations and shattering the ceiling requires someone who has embraced authentic leadership. Now let's engage in an interactive activity to explore authenticity. And I just wanted to ask you, just where you are, to think of all those societal or cultural expectations that have influenced your perception of authenticity. How have these expectations impacted even your leadership styles? And what fears or barriers have held you back? Because sometimes some of us are just swimming in a pond in circles, and we do not want to break out of that circle. We do not want to break out for freedom, just like someone who said that authenticity is freedom. Sometimes we are just swimming there in circle because we fear. We don't know what is outside of our ponds. My story is a testament to the power of embracing authenticity. It is a reminder that no matter our circumstances or challenges, we can rise above and create a life that is aligned with our true selves. Let me conclude by sharing 3 key strategies to help you to unleash your inner power, your inner strength, and embrace authenticity in your leadership journey. 1, you have to do what we call self-reflection and self-acceptance. We need to reflect on your values, on your strengths, on your passions. What is your passion? Right now, maybe I would be a nurse because my father said so. But because I had a true reflection, which took me 2 years to break out of that bondage, cultural bondage or societal bondage. And we need also to embrace our unique qualities. We are unique, ladies. We are. Everyone is unique. Just like some speakers say that if you take the stamp of your thumb, it's different from everyone else. We are unique, and we have to accept your true self, including your flaws. We do have them, those flaws. Let's use them as opportunities to climb, and vulnerabilities. I am a leader of a school. I'm vulnerable to so many pressures outside there. But sometimes as a school community like I have is like a symphony where each member has got a unique instrument, and everyone is playing their instrument, and together we create that beautiful harmony. Number 2, you have to cultivate courage. Someone talked about cultivating courage. Embracing authenticity takes courage, and we need to challenge ourselves to step out of our comfort zone, take risks, and share. We need to share our genuine and feelings with others. And number 3, building support networks. I do have support networks in my team, in my parents, in my students, everywhere I have. We need to surround ourselves with like-minded individuals and who support and uplift others. It takes an empowered woman to empower another woman. So let's seek mentors like Anniegibbins, and I saw some of you here, most of you, and role models who can guide us, who can inspire us on our authentic journey. And I would like to say, as I come to close, remember that, let's remember that embracing authenticity is a continuous journey. Thank you all for your active participation today. I hope you leave this summit feeling empowered and ready to embrace your authenticity. Remember, we have a unique voice and a perspective, and have the power to impact your leadership journey and the lives of those others profoundly. Thank you so much, Lumbi Mlambo, especially you're talking about SDGs, water, sanitation, and providing water, and everyone who are speaking here today. Let's unleash our inner strength and make a difference together. Yes, together we can. Thank you so much, Anniegibbins, for this platform. Over to you.
Oh, thank you so much, Dr. Patricia. Wow, power! You have a powerful voice. I absolutely loved your presentation. I feel really, really inspired, and I'm sure others do as well.